Hi, I'm Natalie with Eminence Organic Skincare and welcome to In the Mix. Wow, you guys, you keep asking the same questions. So today's all about you and a little about me. Apparently, we get a lot of questions. Really curious about my own skincare routine. In particular, a shout out to @StephanieM62, literally just said, what is your skincare routine? It's a loaded question. So I thought I would share a little bit more of how I organize my skincare routine. I do change my routine seasonally. Living in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, we do have seasons, so we do go through a flux. Some of you may only have one season or you may have a couple. I do highly recommend as an esthetician that you do adjust and modify your skincare routine throughout the year, and that's from many reasons. My professional life, I'm in front of you today, but I also spend time at a desk, so I'm in front of digital all day long. I also spend lots of time outdoors. I love to travel, so my environment changes quite often. Sometimes within the day I can be in about 2 or 3 different types of environments. So my skincare routine needs to be adapted so that my skin stays healthy and stays relatively the same the whole time. My skin history though, when I was in my adolescence or teenage years, most of us did have some issues. I did suffer from a little bit of acne myself, but not too extreme. I did have a little bit on the forehead there, but where I was affected the most was actually my chest and my back. So I had a little bit more of the body, my body was more affected by acne and blemishes than my face, but I was very fortunate that it didn't last for very long. So by the time I hit my early 20s, I was completely rid of it. But my nieces, and of course we have cousins and family members, we just tend to use masks for that. So if you are having any issues with body blemishing, then I would recommend using masks, and maybe one of our gel washes is very effective for just taking up the next step. Then as I, just natural aging process like anyone else, but my environment really accelerated my dehydration levels. I did lots of travel globally, so a lot of time in the airplane, so then my skin was depleted of a lot of water, so I was always having to adapt with water into my skincare. And now I have that lifestyle I just said, so in and out, different environments all the time. So right now, what I can tell you, what I am doing, like if you opened up my fabulous cabinet in my bathroom, this is what you would probably see. Well, you'd see lots of stuff, but what I'm actually using right now, I often say, here's what I did this morning, and this is what I'm gonna do this week. So this will probably make it a little easier for you. So of course I'm gonna cleanse my skin, I'm gonna wash my face. I cleanse AM and PM. It's really important that you're washing your face in the morning and you're washing your face at night. This is probably one thing I will not divert from. I'm always making sure if I do anything, I'm always washing the skin, because it's the easiest ways to lift any impurities off and get everything ready for the day or before I go to sleep. So currently right now, I think what I did is I just grabbed this, and I'm using actually 2 cleansers, but I love the double cleansing method. I think it's super effective because I'm also a little bit of a combination skin type. So you mentioned that I did suffer some blemish issues when I was in adolescence, but I did end up with just your old school classic combination skin type. I have, naturally a bit of an oilier T-zone, but my cheek areas are quite dry. So I love cleansing oil. So I do use a Stone Cold cleansing oil twice a day. I use it at night and I use it in the morning. The second one that I use to follow with that is the Bright Skin Cleanser at the moment. That's what I'm using right now. When I do shift it, I do love in my shower at all times though is the red currant. So I love the red currant exfoliating cleanser because it's just nice to have a scrubby type cleanser. Personal choice. I love it in my shower at all times. But then my cream-based cleansers, I do alternate these ones. I go from Bright Skin, and then I also love the coconut cleanser as well. So I do the shifts between those 2 cream-based cleansers, and then I like a gel or exfoliating dual cleanser, and then of course the oil cleanser from the Stone Cold to help lift any impurities for double cleansing method. For my toner, I just have them all. I have to tell you, it's more about how I feel that day. But currently, so I'll just say what I used this morning, I used the Hawthorne Tonique. I love the Hawthorne Tonique. It's from their Biodynamic collection. The Red Currant Mattifying Mist is with me all the time as well. thinking about combination, I'm changing environments. It's an instant mattifier, which I love. And then of course Stone Crop Hydrating Mist I think is a staple in most of our home care routines right now, but that's always sitting around. And it's the one all my friends come over and grab and use in my washroom at all times. So they're always in there. I'm like knocking on the door. I'm like, are you coming out? And they're having a buffet of Eminence products and doing mini facials at all times. So yes, I'm talking about all of you out there. All right, next, where do we go? I always go with my serums because serums are a good way to make sure you're fighting all day long. You probably have heard me say this lots of already. An essential is always vitamin C. So the C and E potent serum I can't live without it. It is on my skin every day, twice a day after I tone my skin. And then I will then start to change on different levels of moisture or hydration after that. Liquid gold, facial recovery oil, 1 drop. That's all I actually use. I use 1 drop and I just press it into my skin either straight up or I have that on top of my nighttime moisturizer, which I don't see here, but the Lotus Overnight is one of my favorite ones as well. So I'll put the Lotus and then a couple drops of the facial recovery oil for my nighttime care. Oh wait, eye cream. I probably should tell you about eye creams because eye creams are really important too. Most of us have a little bit of puffiness or some issues. And if you've seen me talk in the past, which I'm sure you have, you know that the hibiscus little rolly ball is totally my favorite. This just creates instant relief and makes me feel really good. And I love the rolly ball. It feels really cool and instant right away. And that can use AM and PM. So I really just stick with one eye cream and I flip back and forth. And then I switch it up if I feel a bit drier, if I want. Which one would I use? Probably, if I go grab one, it'll be the Marine Flower Peptide Eye Cream because it's a bit richer. I'm just going straight for the Lilikoi. I'll go and grab this and it has the blue light defense in it, right? So talking about me sitting in front of digital all the time, it acts and it sets like a beautiful primer, so it gives me a glow. I'm actually wearing it today. So it has this glow undertone and it also gives me the protection that I need. And then I can go right after that and of course, and then Sun Defense Minerals, another piece that's always, I've got 5 or 6 of these and they're like all over the place. I have one in my desk drawer, I have one in my handbag, I have one in my backpack, I have one in my washroom. And if I'm not mistaken, I probably do have one in the living room area at some point, maybe in a bowl. So if you ever came over, you'd see a lot of these hanging around because I just love them. So we have our Sun Defense. Now, if I need a bump or a boost or my instant SOS or my jet lag type of treatments, seriously, people, I cannot live without my C&E mask. This is like a gel cream mask. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it before. It's like putting a fresh salad on your face. It's fabulous. Why do I like it? It's instant. I literally don't need a lot of time to use it. I can cleanse my skin. So let's say I do the Stone Crop cleansing oil, then do my bright skin, take that off, and I just put that mask on. 5 minutes, not even, 3-5 minutes. I let it set, dry, and then rinse it, and it's like, bang, new skin. It's awesome. And then you can't live without this. It's the gorgeous Arctic Berry. And that's that 3-piece. You have the enzyme exfoliant, then there's a multi-acid that you go right over the top of it. It takes minutes. It doesn't take long at all to do. I think maximum for me to do this entire little mini routine will take maybe 10 minutes. So it doesn't occupy a lot of time. I'm sure you're seeing the trend here. I like time management. I don't like to spend a lot of time. So it's my own ritual, but I like to keep things short and sweet. Then I have my body products that I also like to use, body oils, and sugar scrubs and scrubs for the shower as well. So you're probably like, Nat, that's like a lot of stuff. But really it's not when you think about it. I'm doing a cleanse every day, twice a day. I am doing my toner, that is also twice a day. I want to find something to treat my skin, so I choose a serum, it's a potent C&E. I want to look at hydration or moisture, so I got good balance in my skin to help prevent breakouts. I'm a combination skin type, but also create a good overall complexion. I'll use the facial recovery oil and I might use the Lotus Overnight for my nighttime care, and then I want to do some type of overall protections with an SPF. So we have the Lilikoi primer, which is my new favorite right now, my Sun Defense mineral brushes, and at night obviously you don't need to really worry about SPF, but I really want to make sure I'm not losing water while I sleep. I hope I nailed it. Hope I got what you're asking for. I'm actually really curious what your routines are. So I wouldn't mind hearing some of your routines in your comments in the message down below somewhere. I don't know how they do that on this camera. So I will take advantage and love to learn more about what you're doing at home as well. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie. I'm with Eminence Organic Skincare, obviously, and this is how I do my routine, knowing that it fluctuates and I change it to season and as my skin needs, but right now you know exactly what I'm doing every morning. So have a good one. If you'd like to see more of these videos, don't forget to hit like and hit that notification bell so that you can see more of this in the future, and of course any of our other social media channels. So I'm Natalie again, and I'll catch you next time.